Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome to a very random reaction to some trailers. I just discovered that Disco Elysium has its own YouTube channel. So, I mean, the screen's a little bit lopsided right now. I don't want to fix it because it's set for me to play this right here, which is the launch trailer. And I figured, why not just press record? And I'll react to it. So, even though it's almost 1 in the morning, my eyes are burning, it's a work night, and I'm very tired. But I want to see this now. So I know surface level stuff about the game, you know? Very highly recommended.
An open world RPG.
Open world. I wasn't
anything
open world?
Before.
I'm not sure I knew it was open world. Is that in quotes? It looks about what I would expect based on the screenshots I've seen. I've seen some clips and some update videos about video games.
Play them against each other.
I love the art style.
Try to help.
Delicious. Looks very smooth too, but the art style matches so well
Or fall hopelessly
with the graphics of the
in
game.
love.
Oh.
There are cases to be solved.
I heard it's just very different, a very different kind of game with the way that it plays out as a cRPG.
Mistakes to be made.
And there's something to do with personalities or something. I know that part.
Consequences to be dealt with.
I don't know how it works in the game with the RNG or the attributes or your personality or something like that. Something weird like that. I love it. I love that. I love it. Yes, there's dancing. I don't know, this is kind of exciting to me, okay? So this is this was released September 18th, 2019. That was longer ago than I thought.
A prophet.
No.
A madman.
Yes.
And the greatest detective the world has ever seen.
Alright.
The role-playing adventure of a lifetime.
Interesting. So maybe the way it's designed allows you to
Disco
really
Elysium.
explore aspects of the personality instead of thinking of it as I'm speculating here. Don't spoil me. I'll eventually play this blind, right, and take it I'll dive in. But based on the surface level stuff that I can project here, so I'm thinking it's almost like the attributes are your psyche, and your psyche controls, dictates maybe your person. That's even hard for me to speculate on because I only know that there's something to do with and the reason why I'm speculating this is because I know that there's something about it wasn't all voiced over, and that's what was preventing me from bringing it to the channel back in even as early as 2019. I guess that's when people were really talking about it because that's when it launched, or I don't know if that's when it launched. I think it launched somewhere in 2020. Then they eventually released a version of this, which is maybe it's one of these launch trailers, the final cut. And then everything got voiced over, and I was like, "How many characters are in that game?" You know what I mean? So no, I don't think it's. I think it's there's something else going on with voices in your head. Those are your attributes, and they're all voiced out. So I wouldn't have to read everything when making a decision because I knew that the reading was all part of you making a decision. Was you basically working it out with yourself, I guess? I'm probably explaining it, describing a whole different game. I'm not sure where I'm getting all these bits and pieces, but I've been picking it up from updates again, gaming awards, the people talking about this game in ways where I take little bits and pieces, and I'm kind of it feels like a game I would play. I'm a real big fan of Planescape, so I get a vibe here. It's Disco Elysium to me even is Disco Inferno, and I feel like this maybe a wordplay there, right? Where I don't know why I'm thinking Disco Inferno, but this Disco Elysium, it's the opposite. Of this, I don't know, of the Outer Planes of Planescape. Anyways, let's look at something else here. I want to look at. I'm not gonna go too granular. I have one here. I got a 1-minute one. It says a launch trailer here, official. So this is the actual launch. Not, hey, here's what our game looks like in your RPG experience, which the last one was actually really good. But I'm wondering if I'm fairly certain
at the end of the
I've
world.
seen this one. fairly certain
There's a dead body behind the hostel cafeteria.
when it launched to see whether or not I would play it.
Become a war.
See, I don't remember some of these shots. Like, I don't remember
Sent their
this.
finest.
Anyways,
Precinct 41 sends.
hey, I don't remember these shots though. So maybe I watch a shorter version of this. Like,
Prove them wrong, or lose your mind.
okay, so a lot of those clips
Disco
are from the
Elysium.
last one we saw there.
Get it now.
Oh, that might have been the trailer that's on Steam. Maybe something like that. Okay, let's keep going here. I want to see a bigger one. Like, I want to. We got the soundtrack here. We got meat. Yeah, I don't want to meet anyway. I don't want to get granular here because I don't want to spoil myself with what some of these titles are suggesting. We got Disco Elysium, the final cut OST. That's the original soundtrack. I believe my copy is with the soundtrack as well. We got the final cut launch trailer. Let's check this one out. This is a 1 minute from March 30th, 2021. Again, I'm seeing some repetition on the screenshot on the shots here.
In
What
the
was
great
that?
city
Okay.
at the end of the world, there's a dead body behind the hostel cafeteria. And a strike that's about to become a war.
Oh, I like the voiceover on this trailer.
Precinct 57 sent their finest. Precinct 41 sent you. Prove them wrong, or lose your mind.
Oh man,
Disco
intriguing.
Elysium,
All right,
the final cut. Get it now.
interesting voiceover choice for that. It has. It's almost like it's familiar, like a movie trailer familiar, but it's not. It's like a little bit unnerving. It's a little bit off. Okay, so that wasn't. I expected something longer or something. All of these are short. We got the Switch edition. I didn't get anything new here. I feel like I wanted to get something that was a little bit more robust. And I figured that's why I'd bring you along for this journey. You know, maybe I got to go somewhere else to get. I risk myself. I risk spoiling myself if I delve any deeper here. You know what? I refuse to believe there's another trailer out there. Although, if this is the official channel, it's only got 9,300 subscribers for probably because it's just a trailer channel. I love the art up here. Has a very Hiroshima Bosch. I always get that name wrong. He's one of my favorites. But a Triptych guy from back in the old days. He had this like the hellscapes and stuff like that. Hiroshima Bosch. I think. Yeah, God. Anyways, which would be applicable because of the nature. This is what I feel like is going on with this, like a bit of a mental screwery, and it's, you know, just even like the surreal setup here looks very hellion, like it's like a hell creature-ish kind of thing. It's like a face, but it's not a face, and it's just messed up. It's like an exposed brain thing that might be, I don't know. Listen, I don't know what's going on with this game. Okay, the art is cool. Let's go to the search. Let me see if I find another one. I have a Game Awards one here, so, and it's about 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes. And this one's from PlayStation. Different music behind it, but
Get up, detective.
is he hanging?
One last time.
Okay, that's a little bit different right there.
The great city at the end of the world
No,
is
that's the
waiting.
same. Okay, this is a mix of both of the trailers I've seen. Oh, there we go. Ah, see that?
Skill system at your disposal.
I've seen. There we go. I've seen that shot right there, and I didn't know what it was. So that's a skill system, not an attribute system.
Open world.
Open world? I say again.
Uncover
Open world?
even more in
Did they
this
just mean that you can go anywhere you want?
role-playing game. Meet and get to know
Which would be an
more of
open
the
world, I
locals.
guess. But I just feel like isometric doesn't
Baby.
sound like.
Lead the way.
If you could only find your gun.
It's okay.
With full voice acting for every single
Hey.
one of the city's beautiful people.
Oh, the city's beautiful. So not
Yes, I'm going to
I was
unplug
on the
microphone, okay?
under the impression the whole attribute or skill system
In
had
new
voices or
quests.
something.
You're big boys, you can handle it.
Pain threshold. Maybe I don't. I'm so confused. Anyways, I'll find out. Oh, I like the car design there. It's just, it's
Enjoy
like
the
off,
definitive
you know?
edition of this hit RPG, Disco Elysium.
And like, it feels like it could
Final
be like,
cut.
not exactly today. This feels like it like set in the 70s, but like an alternate 70s. Where things didn't develop with the same technology or something. I'm not, man, I don't know. I don't know. It's grungy. And it's like otherworldian, you know? I mean, even searches like this are a little bit. I get it. I'm going down a bit of a. I'm going down a little bit of a rabbit hole here that could be risky. You know, like how awful can you be in Disco Elysium? Again, I don't want to go any deeper than that, but it's like what that tells me is that the system is robust. The RP system is robust. Like you can make choices, and those choices actually build layers of the character that you're choosing to play. Even though it feels like it's a character, it's the character. Even though you're playing it, it can maybe be divergent with like the paths you're on with that character, but it's kind of like I don't know, akin to like Witcher has Geralt, and Geralt is Geralt, but every player will maybe play Geralt a little bit different, but it's still Geralt. It's not like a Mass Effect where you make a shepherd, but it like becomes more your shepherd, even though meta-wise it's still divergent in the sense that you make choices and you're still aiming towards the same direction. A massive Dragon Age is of course the most flexible of that. Like it's your character, you make your character, and yes, it's still from a narrative perspective, it's still kind of corralling you, but it's your character. You know, shepherd is shepherd. It's just your shepherd, but it's a shepherd. I don't know. I can't. Maybe I'm having a hard time to explain this. So it's an RPG, but you're still playing this guy, right? It's just like, how does this guy develop? I'm not sure. Disco Elysium tells me all this other stuff layers about. Yeah, it's got a little bit of that Planescape vibe to it, where things aren't normal. Like they're more philosophical, or they're on another level of, I don't know, not reality, but I guess like perception of reality or interaction with reality, something like that. Otherworldian, because I'm thinking Planescape, and I'm not sure if there's like that's a connection here, is that the influence comes from that kind of feeling. I'm going all over the place. Careful with spoilers. I do want to bring this to the channel at some point. I'm going to be playing it blind, of course, and it's not so old that it's you know, it's been easy to dodge. You know, I want to play it, so I've been avoiding it. But in any case, there you go. I just want to kind of take you on a little bit of a random rabbit hole trek on something that I crossed my mind. I figured, you know, I should do more of these where I just hit record and I'll take you on a little bit. Like now that I got this set up, although I could probably fix, where's my mouse? I could probably fix like the gap here. I could make another screen and make this clean for all of you. But it's very late, like I said, and this is random. And I just wanted to get something out there, and I'll probably do this for many of the games that have recently appeared in the community polls. If you haven't voted in the community polls, make sure you go into the community section on YouTube. If you go to the channel, there's the community tab right here, and in there you'll find some polls. If you scroll down, you'll see the ones that are active. Anything from this year, they get consolidated into a view, which gathers all of the votes within these percentages, and then I tally them up, and if they appear twice, I do an average of the votes, etc., etc. So we have a tally for this year, and I've got one now that I've separated, which I'm last year's final totals merged in with this year if they appeared again this year, because I'm trying to hone in on which game choices that I can choose from in order to move forward. So anyways, if you haven't come in here and voted, please do vote, because every vote matters as I build out this list, and of course then I update it, or I give you the update and the channel updates every month to see where we're at, and then I try to choose games from there. I know I'm playing other games as I go. Yeah, but just because a game isn't high on the list doesn't mean that I'm not paying attention to what people are saying about it. Like there's other feelers I've got out there, not just where it appears on the list, but there's engagement factors and things like that. And then sometimes, and really it comes down to, but what do I feel like playing? And I'm gonna go somewhere in that list to grab something. And right now, cRPG, my mind is in the cRPG zone. I've got other games to play, of course, right now, or edit, produce more than play. I'm only really playing Red Dead Redemption right now, too. But I do want to move to a cRPG. So get out there, vote, and yeah, there's a bunch of other kinds of themes. So if I want to play like an action game, Batman is the top of the list right now, Arkham City, and that one's going to be played But there you go. It's a big combination. Go into the community polls, vote, of course, if you haven't already. And I'll catch you in the next stack of videos. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace.